Evening actually marks the end of one phase of life, your high school life. It ended this afternoon when you walked across the stage, received your diploma, and graduated. Tonight's commencement ceremony, however, marks the beginning of the next phase of life. Your life without the awesomeness of your teachers here at Lchs. As educators, we spent about 180,600 minutes, or 3,010 hours, with some trying really hard to mentor and prepare you for the challenges that life is going to bring. We prepared you for my keys are awfully loud. Post-secondary education with riveting English classes, electrifying science classes, labyrinthine, which means maze-like, math classes, and social studies classes. I was actually going to do that with the math class stuff, because I know Mr. Thompson is passionate about this social studies stuff, but I actually had to get Mr. Hubel to help me with the math to figure out the 186,000. So I couldn't make fun of them. We taught you art, sewing, cosmetology, Francais. Trey's good, eh, Madame Weir? Welding, woodworking, mechanics, guitar, drama, choral, music, physical education, communication technology, how to cook, and how to use a computer for something other than Facebook and YouTube. That's a lot of information made available for you. But the real cool thing that we've been doing for the 3-ish years that we've been together, sometimes without you even knowing it, is that we've been mentoring you to handle real life. Your teachers are old farts, which means we are experienced, and have been trying to pass some of those experiences on you so that you can be reasonably prepared for the curveballs that life is going, inevitably, to present to you. Here's some gems that will help you with life. Life, ultimately, is short. So buy the shoes. Percy Roxy was up there earlier, asked me to buy her a pair of shoes. I got a pair of blindingly bright pink runners, and I wasn't able to get her a pair. And she always asks me how many pairs of shoes I have, and I've got lots. So that's why people are joking around about it now. Be the type of person that you want to meet, or at least be the type of person that your dog thinks you are. If you don't have a dog, go hang out with somebody who does. Live life in such a way that if anybody ever spoke badly about you, nobody on the planet would ever believe it. Slow down and listen. You never know what you might actually learn by listening to your surroundings. In the hallways, we teachers like to lean back and quietly listen. Yeah, we know it all. Once, when I was listening really intently, because he is so quiet and reserved, I actually heard Mac Hawthorne say something intelligent. Dudes, the ladies don't think your chewing tobacco makes you look hot. Your parents were, at one time, probably really cool and lots of fun. That changed dramatically when you came around. So make sure that you always call your mom on Mother's Day. And maybe your dad too. Someday, if you're lucky enough to have kids of your own, read to them. Read a lot. Enough so that you know the books off by heart. My daughter is 10, and I was thinking about this the other day when I was doing this speech thing, and I found this. This is my daughter's favorite book when she was little. It's called Amazing Ants. And most of you parents know this that read to your kids. It's been 8-ish years since I read this. Go find food, Mother Ant cried. You're old enough now, it's time that you try. So all morning long, Andy scurried around, searching and searching for food on the ground. Imagine me laying on my chest, or laying on my back watching SportsCenter while this is going on. When all of a sudden something fell with a splat. Cake, cried Andy. How lucky was that? Andy pushed, Andy pulled, but the cake wouldn't budge. He kicked and he charged and was covered in fudge, and it goes on like this for like 3 or 4 pages. Alright, so I don't want to ruin it for you. But I actually remember this book from like a million years ago. I was going to recite the one about the 20 fairy princesses, but I didn't want to ruin the ending for Magnus and Forrest, who've been reading it since grade 10. I need my book back, guys. Lastly, stop spending your life staring at your phone and texting.
Yeah. Yes.
I swear, if somebody's out there texting right now, I'm going to rip your arms off. Have a conversation with the people that are around you, that are actually there. Might be cool. Look them in the eye when you do it. Be very cool. Life is a struggle. There's no doubt about it, but it's a beautiful struggle. If it wasn't hard at times, it would be boring. Think of it as a roller coaster. You work hard to get the money to get into the park, and you wait and you wait, and you have to be big enough to get on the ride of life. And as it slowly starts to get going, you go along feeling the thrill, the dread, the anticipation, the joy of really getting going. At the end of the ride of life, hopefully you can look back at it and tell everyone that it was the best ride ever. Ever. If, however, the ride of life makes you a little dizzy and nauseous, like some of us do on the roller coasters. My wife doesn't like roller coasters. Good old Dr. Ross and his colleagues have a prescription for you to help you feel better. In terrible doctor handwriting, the prescription reads as follows: wake up, kick ass, repeat tomorrow.
From year to year, whether you started a new grade, went to a new school, or especially if you came to a new country, you were confronted with a mixture of feelings, from anxiety to anticipation, from sheer joy to trepidation. If you haven't already realized, you will come to know these feelings are normal, and you will continue to experience them throughout adulthood. With each new beginning, you will face adversity and overcome it, and will therefore little by little travel far. Whatever school you came from, the summer has come and gone, and it's now September 2010. You arrive at Lchs Composite High School for your grade 10 orientation. Wasn't that great to have the opportunity to become acquainted with the school and the staff without the presence of those big bad grade 11s and 12s? The day went quite smoothly, and you all seemed to enjoy your first experience at Lchs. Day 2 came and went, and it was like you were old hands at being a high school student. This isn't surprising though, as many staff describe you as often behaving older than you were. We decided, however, to test your flexibility and adaptability on September 27th. Yes, welcome to Lchs, grade 10s. Let's see how you do with a school fire. Well, you made Miss Wotherspoon happy that year. This was the semester she had all grade 10 classes, and just told me the other day how much she appreciated you being gone for 2 weeks straight. She also won't forget this particular year, nor will many of us, and not just because of the fire, but rather because when the fire alarm went off, and you complied with dropping everything to leave the school, you also left your science experiment behind. A number of eggs in vinegar, which the cleanup crew didn't bother throwing out. Many of us, including me, have that odor lingering in our brains to this day. Apparently all the fun happens in science classes. Those of you in Physics 20 last year would have heard such statements as, "Doesn't wind come from the ground?" Or "Want to see the cow I gave birth to?" Yes, Erica, where are you? Your teachers and classmates threw you under the bus by giving me those stories. I'm still trying to find out which two teachers that class decided should go off the cliff at 950 kilometers an hour in a physics scenario. That's not the only two people they were gunning for, though. They apparently threw a number of their classmates off the cliff as well. Who said they were a kind-hearted group? I won't mention this young man's name in order to protect his parents' identity, but I think he already gave it away up here a while ago. Did he really think gas and matches in the parking lot would earn him some chemistry credits? Oh, the parking lot stories. Usually didn't turn out too well for most of you, did it, girls? Mr. Ubel is still devastated that his look-alike is a Hezbollah terrorist leader, as pointed out by Amy on a social studies project. I'm also going to guess the dollar store and some of your parents no longer have for sale signs or saran wrap in their house, given the grade 12 farewell break a week and a half ago. Very classy though, grade 12s. I bought my very own for sale sign today. Grad 2013. Given the penny is almost obsolete, I'm probably going to have to pay someone to actually buy this for just kidding. And we're pretty sure you as a group have greatly contributed to Lchs fast food and Tim Hortons economy. As you listen to these stories, I hope you are conjuring up your own personal high school memories, which are putting a smile on your face. Although you share this moment and this graduation as a whole group, you are all unique. You are a box of fireworks about to be ignited. The colors, the noise, the effect, and directions you take from here will light up the sky. Amongst you sit a Schulich Award winner, a potential Lorenz Scholarship recipient, gifted artists, musicians, and performers, a very large number of talented athletes, future doctors, nurses, teachers, tradespeople, and those who have futures and careers which have not yet been created. As a group, you have encountered some trials and tribulations on this journey. You're the last group to have gone through the Lacombe Camp fire, the restoration after the fire, have experienced the loss of a family member, a classmate, one or more friends, or fought an illness. But you soldiered on and came out stronger because of this. Little by little, you have traveled far. This speaks volumes to your true character as a group. As a group, you have role modeled for all of us what it means to be flexible, adaptable, compassionate, empathetic, and perceptive during times of adversity and prosperity. Your previous schools describe you as a class of leaders, as being dependable, responsible, kind, and caring about each other, your communities, and serving others to make a better world. At LCHS, we'd say the same, as this has been evident in your participation in SASA, A Better World, the Junior Rotary Club, Student Union, Ecovision, and the list goes on. These characteristics will serve you well as you continue on little by little to life's next destination. I wish you many more journeys that lead you little by little to travel far. Enjoy the rest of your evening and please be safe. Good night.